One of the problems I feel like we see every single day is on social media, people can portray things to be a certain way. And one of the biggest things that I have learned in our life is you can make things look a certain way, but that's not always how they are. And I know that there are families out there considering homesteading and considering starting a garden or considering getting chickens or getting cows. And so anytime we face something here on our farm, I also want to be very open and honest with the people that we're sharing our life with, that it's not always easy. This is sometimes the hardest things. There's hard decisions to be made sometimes. I think it's easy to over-romanticize farm life or homestead life, and there are lives involved. And so one of my greatest joys has been our chickens. And we got our chickens from my friend Megan. She called and said, hey, my friend that was going to take these chickens can't. Will you please come get them? They were in a homeowners association, and the homeowners association does not allow for chickens in that neighborhood. And so what that means is they no longer were able to keep the baby chicks they thought they would have. So we kept their chicks and raised their chicks and loved their chicks, and that has been our laying hens. So we had 7 of them originally. One of them, probably about a year ago, got in the backyard with the dog, and the dog is not nice to anything that gets in the backyard. And so that one, my mother-in-law found that one when she came over one day, and so she took care of that one, and it was a sad day. And then here in the last couple of weeks, our Elaine died. Well, I'll talk to you a little bit more as I show you what's going on here, but we have kind of been on the monitoring list for one of our chickens. She's one of our small little black ones, and she, I can tell that she kind of gets picked on, but she never really got picked on like this until Elaine died. And so yesterday seemed like a normal day for us. We had a soccer tournament in town with my 15-year-old. And so we went and spent most of the day in town with him for his tournament. And when we came home last night, we found Lil Jerry, and she's not looking good. And so I share that with you guys just so you know, sometimes you have to make hard decisions. And right now our decision is that we're isolating her. That may change if she does not do well, if it looks like she's not going to ever be able to rejoin the flock, which probably there's a good chance that she won't. Then we'll have to make potentially some hard decisions. But right now I have a place to isolate her safely. I went and checked on her this morning. She looks fantastic. But I just preface our video that you're about to see, you know, that's kind of how it goes. You have normal days, and then you come home and something's wrong. And that was how our afternoon, evening went yesterday. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we've got one of our girls, when Miss Elaine died, I think this is the one that she always protected, and since Elaine died, this chicken has been getting pecked and pecked and pecked. And up until today, she's been okay. We've sprayed her a couple times with the pecking stuff, but I came home today to find a very naked chicken. So we've isolated her. Hi, honey. Come here. I'm gonna try to get her. Ready, because she's pretty darn naked right now. They have pecked her feathers off. None of the other birds look like this. This is where I'd seen like the rooster up on her, and he's really just been really rough, but I kind of think the other chickens are being rough too. So we are gonna put a nesting box in here. This is a very rough thing that we had set up for the guineas, which they refuse to sleep in it. So what I'm gonna do is try to hold her and put this, it's a pecking spray. It's kind of like an antimicrobial spray, only because she, I mean, even her little booty has been pecked so bad. So I don't know if she's going to be able to go back in with the flock. I don't know, but she's been roughed up. So the coop itself is like full of these little feathers over there. So I don't know if you see her legs. Are you getting her underbelly? I mean, all of her. And she's a sweet girl. She's tiny when they don't have their feathers. Oh, I got you. Shh, shh. Get the dog away. That's
Princess, go. Go home. Go home. Princess, please go home. Go. Go home, Princess.
It looks like mostly
Okay, whatever.
up here. Sweetie. But I think getting her away from them and away from that rooster. We may be eating that rooster. That was why we ate the last one, because we were having so many issues with him just being, the two of them together being rough. And I had thought we would be okay with one, because she looked bloody down there, just
red.
Just kind of raw. So
Raw.
just if there's any little micro tears.
Right here.
I got her up there. Now she's barking at the cow. She thinks she's in charge of everybody.
Go home. Thank you.
Did you know chickens have hair? Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
There's little hairs.
It's probably little fibers.
Yeah. I think that's part of what keeps them warm. Here, sweetie. They've not been nice to you. Yeah. So we'll just keep you abreast of the situation. It's a chicken. Did you really turn it off?
No, I turned it to my face.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, right there. Will you?
Is that an ingrown feather?
No, that's her actual tail. No, I don't know. They're so funny the way that their feathers are. There's one that's going. Let's get this. I know it's weird to see them naked. See that? I mean, they've been so mean to her. I feel so bad for her. And it's winter, so she's gonna be naked. So this little area. Oh, now you're wet.
I punched a hole here.
Huh?
I punched a hole right here.
You're telling everybody what you did. Why we had to put tar paper up. There's a metal under that now.
Because
The other won't come off. All right, so we're gonna put a nesting box in here. She has food and water. She is one of our sweet laying hens. She thinks I'm after her. Jerry, go that way. Can you go move her? She's freaking out. Jerry. I'm a big girl to be putting in this little house, but I'm hoping that will keep her to where she can get up there and still lay eggs. I feel like she's stressed. Here, do you want to bring the camera in here and I can get a good visual of her? Hey, Jerry. This is sweet Jerry. You can see they have not been nice to her at all. I don't know if I got in there. It's okay, honey. Yeah, I did spray that. So I don't know if she'll make it through the winter. Can't lose another laying hen. We just lost Miss Elaine. But she and Elaine kind of came together as a pair, right? Jerry was picked on by all the other chickens, and then when Miss Elaine decided to start taking care of Jerry all of a sudden started putting weight on and getting bigger. So I just hate that it got that bad that fast. And that's just, I mean, that's chickens, that's pecking order. The pecking order changed when Elaine left, well, when Elaine died. So I'm just trying to get a visual of what's going on under her here. So anyways, we're gonna take care of all of that. If if it gets too cold, I do have a way to keep her inside. Ephraim, don't lock me in here. Ephraim, don't lock me in here. Hey, we have rules. We have rules. Don't lock me in here. We have rules. We have rules. Don't lock me in here.